Good morning, my friends. Good morning. It is day 3. I've had a few little challenges this morning, but that's life, right? That is life. But you can't give up. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. Facebook says it's building an audience for me, which is awfully kind of Facebook. I appreciate you, Facebook. I love you, Facebook. Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me. This is going to be a real impactful day. Often when I'm presenting, I often think to myself, because I get up early in the morning, as many of you know, and I get to work on what I believe is really important. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And it often makes me think about, what do I feel that people need to hear? And even myself, what do I feel that I need to hear? What do I need to say to myself? So let me just share this in one other place and we'll be good to go. Not on a friend's timeline, we want to share it in a group, and then we'll put this down, and then you'll have my full attention, because you guys deserve it. You guys deserve my full attention because you showed up here this morning when other people probably haven't shown up, because other people are maybe sleeping. Maybe they thought about getting up this morning, but you did. You got up this morning. And this is a really important message. What we're doing this week, I believe what I'm sharing with you is some of the most important information that anyone will ever share with you in your entire life. Good morning, Instagram. Good morning, Facebook. We're not using Be Live this morning. Got a few challenges with it, but that's it. That's life. Life is a series of challenges. Life is a series of crises. If you haven't shared this, please share this bottom left-hand corner. Let's get this information out there to the world. You've got to choose to have a growth mindset. And I believe that 99.9% of people really don't have that mindset. They just don't. They have this mindset that is fixed. They think that the way that they are is always the way that they're going to be. And what we need to look at today, I believe, is so impactful that it's going to rock a lot of your world. So what we've been looking at this week is all about how to develop that growth mindset and to help you understand how it develops over time. We fight evolution, but we still can't change our chemistry inside, in the way that we're fired up, the way that we are designed to be. You can't change that, the way that we develop. And this is the key word. I want you please to think about this word: mastery. How many of you have ever seen the film? I don't know how many of you can see that, but the word says mastery there. How many of you have ever seen the film Kill Bill? Now, when you see the film Kill Bill, which is a Tarantino film, and you see the main character, Uma Thurman, who goes to learn mastery, and she goes through this process of learning through the typical archetypal Chinese master of martial arts, of life, of philosophy, white hair, white moustache, and it's really arduous, that process that she goes through. And as a society, we just don't embrace mastery. We just don't embrace it. We embrace quantum leaps. We embrace big breaks. That's why the lottery is still popular after all these years, even though most people know it ain't never going to happen. You can do it, but you're playing a lottery. And most of us are playing a lottery with our life simply because we're not doing what we need to do. So we've moved so far away from a society that embraces hard work. Does this make sense? This is so important. And what we spoke about yesterday was what's called myelin. Myelin is something, again, really, really powerful. Myelin, I'm thinking of, what's not the magician, the guy, begins with an M. It was a magician in there. Kate Caruth will know. What was his name? Help me out here. Someone the magician. No. It will come to me. But basically, we're looking for magic, right? We're looking for magic, and we want magic, but we have to create it. And magic doesn't come from, we're here and you want to get here, but most of us just want to leap here. We want the big break. We're all looking for the big break, but the big break doesn't happen. When did you ever get a big break? Who ever got a big break? See, the big break came from hard work. Merlin, that's it. Merlin was, I don't know, he was a pretty cool guy, right? But this is what we were speaking about yesterday, and this is what you need to learn. And this is where hard work comes in. If you look, you look at anyone who's ever had any success, you look at what did they do every single day. Now, look, I have to be honest with you. Yesterday was a very long day for me. Got up at 4 o'clock in the morning and went through the whole day, meeting after meeting. I didn't get home till pretty late last night. Probably didn't go to sleep till around about 12 o'clock. So getting up this morning was pretty challenging. You know, it was pretty challenging. And I had to give myself a bit of a wake-up call to realize, what do you need to do today? What do you need to do today? Not to make yourself feel proud, but that doesn't... I do feel proud of how I turned it around. And this is what we really have to understand, that myelin is like, this is electricity. This is what is around the electricity. Electricity doesn't just flow everywhere. There's electricity around these wires here, right? But the wire is what is keeping the electricity flowing. This is the same. This is neurons. Myelin is microscopic material that every time you practice something, and you practice 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 and you practice. You see, mastery for a lot of people is boring and it's hard work, but it's not really hard work. You see, doing something that is difficult takes time. Doing something that is impossible takes a little bit longer, because nothing is impossible. I want all of you to write down today, make today another monumentous day where you decide to work on mastery. But what I'm going to explain to you right now, again, I believe this is really, really important information for everyone to understand, right? You see, a lot of the time when I'm talking to you, we're talking about mastery. We're talking about mastery. We talk about inspiring you. Now, I can motivate you by coming on here every day and talking in a motivating way and giving you some compliments and going, hey, you know, you're great, woo! And then you feel great for a little bit, but then you go back to what you know, because that's not inspiration. Inspiration is when the spirit within you feel inspired to do something. Now, if we were going to go to the moon together, let's get a darker. We're going to go to the moon. Okay, we're going to the moon. Here we go. I see you on the dark side of the moon. We're going to the moon and we're going in a space rocket. How many miles is it to the moon? It's 250,000 miles, 250,000 miles to the moon. It's a long way. Now, did you know that when our space rocket, right, goes to the moon, our space rocket, we're off to Button Moon, right? We're off here. Did you know that 98% of the time we are off course? We are off course. If you liken that to something that we could do every day, it means for every half an hour, 1 minute you're on course to where you're going, right? But what we have to decide is, and where are you going? What are you working on that's wildly important to you right now, whatever it is, and what do you need to do every single day? Even today, I didn't do all of the rituals that I need to do, I want to do, that I know that are part of the success journey that I'm on. So what? It's what I do next. It's what I do tomorrow. We have to get comfortable. Make today the day you decide, I'm into mastery. I'm into putting in the hard works. So we want to take this quantum leap, but even a quantum leap is nonsense, because anyone who's had a quantum leap, like Edison making the light bulb, that was a quantum leap. But what people don't see is what he was doing when no one was watching. So what are you doing when no one is watching? What I'm doing downstairs at 4 o'clock every morning, no one's watching me, I'm watching myself. I'm observing all of the little things that I'm doing every single day, because I will not leave this earth knowing that I could have done better. In fact, I probably know I could have done better, so when I come back, I'll do better next time. Does this make sense? This is boring. This is, for a lot of people, it's just boring. But when you look at it over time and you see everything, you think, that's not boring, that's magnificent. Look at what you did. Look at what you did. You know, some of the work that we do in organizations, now we've launched our 365, which is teaching people my 365 is about inspiring you to be better than your best every single day. Our 365 is about inspiring people in business to be better than their best every single day. So drilling people and helping people to become inspired, to live the inspired life, where you want to be better than your best every single day, you have to recognize, what do I need to do to be better than my best every single day? Does this make sense? I don't want to beat around the bush with you guys. I want to be here. I want to be a constant force in your life to inspire you, to help you take a quantum leap. And many of you have taken quantum leaps. Many of you are incredible human beings because of what you've been doing since we've been doing this. That you've been doing the best that you can. But don't beat yourself up when things don't go the way that you want them to go. This didn't work out the way I wanted to. The software that we've been using to do the broadcast, it's just not working. So we had to take plan B. You see, and when this is so important again, when you don't feel like doing things, that's when you need to do them. That's when you have breakthroughs. And we just have a society that doesn't like plateaus, even though this isn't there's no such thing as a plateau. When you're plateauing, you are moving forwards. You probably just don't realize it. We just want everything right now. We live in a society that hates mastery, that doesn't want mastery, it wants everything now. Instant coffee, instant success, instant, press a button, instant. It doesn't happen in an instant, the great things in life. The daffodils don't grow in an instant. It looks like it, but for the whole year round, before they come up, there's work going on. We've got to be committed to put in the work. Be a person of significance. Be a person of greatness by recognizing what do you need to do every single day to be the greatest version of yourself. It's not easy, but it's a great price to pay. Who is extremely fired up right now? Who feels inspired? Remember, inspired is something that you do to yourself. I'm just looking at my notes from this morning. You know, we've really got to get our heads around this, because if you don't, good luck. You know, what the life that you want to create is really for you to create. I don't think I was getting nowhere, and I have kept up since New Year. I don't think many of you do realize. That's why I ask you to show up. Show up daily. Show up daily. This is your life. Life isn't just a 2-hour documentary about how someone went from A to B and took a quantum leap. There's no such thing as quantum leaps. Well, they are, but they're what people have done over time. Guys, thank you so much for showing up this morning. I really appreciate it. Decide today what it is that has to be an absolute no-brainer in your life that you have to do no matter what, because you know. And I think we need to spend some time on this. Who thinks we need to spend some time on defining what is really important and where it is that we want to go? 3:15 here, and I've been here for 16 months. Alex, and I've never met Alex. Alex is in Detroit. I don't even know how Alex came across living in a world that is pretty challenging, right, Alex? I would imagine where you are right now, it's challenging. I met some people yesterday. It's pretty challenging, you know. It's pretty challenging right now for a lot of people. But if we don't stick to getting these things right, good luck. You've got less chance of being in the place that you need to be. Thank you so much, my friends, for being here this morning. I really appreciate it. No one is going to change your life. Casey, thank you so much for getting that podcast out yesterday with Alison Hammond, who is an absolute legend. Have a great day. Thank you for sharing this. Thank you for the hearts. Let's get this information out there. Let's commit to mastery. Make today the day where you write down, I'm committed to mastery. Take care, take action, and we'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I will give you something that you can definitely use that will help you on this journey, like a tool. But today, make the day where you say, I'm committing to mastery. And look around you and think, how many people out there are really committed to doing whatever it takes to achieve whatever it is that they want. Thank you so much. All the best. It's snowing in Scotland. I'll be in Scotland in a couple of weeks. All the best. Thank you. Good night.